Can you see this?
Yep, and you're live.
Put our old
Our old
calendar
calendar.
away. Well, it's not old. We're still using it.
Still got a couple months
Okay,
on
I'm
there.
ready. Going live.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. How's it going? I was looking at the background. You can see more of our pool table.
Right. Yeah, a little bit.
We are making progress. I'm Kimberly.
Caleb.
Welcome to Eastern Maine APA. This is our weekly newsletter where we try to keep everybody informed on what's going on, and a lot's going on. We had a snowstorm. We had a full moon.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on.
We got a lot of stuff done.
Yeah,
we got a lot of stuff to do.
Mercury's in retrograde.
That's always helpful.
Yeah, we had some teams that had some issues paying for their matches on the app.
Oh yeah, app problems.
Yeah, it just like took their matches away, and they're like, yeah, it wasn't there to pay for it. What do you do? And so it's a good thing I know a backdoor way to explain to players how to get through and add their matches to the cart so that they can pay for it.
What was that backdoor?
Scroll down to the bottom of the app page where your matches are, or you tap on your team name, and at the then you scroll to the bottom of that, and all your matches are right there, and you hit that little money stack, and that will add it to your cart. Now, another good thing is like that money stack, when you pay for your match, it turns green. And so you know that all those matches are paid for. When you have a money stack that is black or gray, that means that match has not been paid for. And you either need to pay for it or you pay for it when it's
I would naturally think the green is what I owe, but you're saying that's what it's paid for.
Yeah, turns green when it's paid for.
I was fooled with that before, but that's helpful hint, the background.
Yeah.
A lot of times these apps do cause problems, and Caleb and I recommend that you close the app down and restart it. That sometimes fixes it, but we know it doesn't always fix it. But yeah, app problems. And you know what's funny during full moons is we have more scratches on the 8.
Right. It's like the gravitational pull from the moon when it's
a lot of scratches on the 8.
Pulls that cue ball right into that pocket.
Wrong pocket, errors on the 8.
Right.
They're everywhere.
I think we had a couple score sheets where there was a scratch on the 8 every single match.
Yeah.
Somebody scratched on the 8 every single match. It's like, wow,
I guess that makes the games go quickly, unfortunately.
Right.
But so we're Eastern Maine APA. Our area is from Brunswick, Maine, all the way up to Calais. So if you're in those areas with pool tables and you want to join our league, you let us know.
Yeah, we have active pool teams from Waldoboro up to Machias along the coast.
We have some folks that we're going to talk to in Wiscasset this afternoon if we're on the ball and get our act together. So because we're getting ready to head out. We got a big weekend this weekend.
Yeah, we have singles regionals.
I don't have a big weekend.
She does. She's going to be.
I'm working.
Right, remotely.
In a hotel room. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. But Caleb's actually working, so
I get to go hold down a chair and play referee.
He's going to be a ref down at our regionals. So we have Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday we have
8 ball.
Yeah, we have 10 players from Eastern Maine competing in the singles regionals down there.
Do you know how many singles are estimated in all to be participating?
I don't know, 150.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. So we've got 10 of them.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun day on Saturday. And then Sunday, same place, but 9 ball.
Yeah. And I just ask our players, enjoy the experience.
Play with the other players.
It is, it's totally different. The energy, the atmosphere is totally different on these higher level, singles regionals, win a trip to Vegas tournaments, and they are, the weekly league play. And just to enjoy the moment, take it all in, but don't forget to breathe, have fun, play well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pool hall, Forest City Billiards down in Portland.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Tyson?
Yes.
Tyson bought it a few years ago, and he has just done beautiful things down there. The food is great. Have yourself a great time. If you're not participating, you want to go watch, you'll see some fun pool. So that's what we're doing this weekend, and we're really grateful for our friends, family, and neighbors. We've got family here taking care of the house, the cats, and my plants.
Yeah.
And so we're really happy about having that all covered, and I get to work from a hotel room and see how well I like my laptop.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a learning process for her. And unfortunately, I will not be a phone call away because my phone will be off. So I will not be available tomorrow all day. If you have any questions, league questions, you will have to get in touch with Kimberly.
Yep.
And she will do her best to help you out.
Yep. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I have most of the score sheets in. I think there's just a couple that are lingering. So whatever hasn't gone, I've updated everything I can up to this point. I have one match from 9-ball Belfast that I haven't put in yet, and another match from 9-ball Belfast that I'm waiting for payment on, and I haven't put in yet. So I'm going to try to get those done before I leave today. So that should all be updated. But if all the other ones, if they haven't been updated, I'm still waiting for either a score sheet or payment. But I think, previewed them, and I'll have them all previewed by Sunday. So they might not be all updated if I don't get the ability to do it. But I have most of them done.
Yep.
Just so you guys know.
Yep. We've had some makeup matches from this week because we had some snow. Had some snow Tuesday, Monday.
Tuesday, I think, was our snow day.
Yeah, last week it was Monday, I think. Yeah, last week our Monday divisions had makeup matches because it snowed last Monday.
And then last week was Tuesday.
Yep. And then tonight they're saying freezing drizzle.
Oh, yeah. Be careful out there. We're going to try to get out early because of that, too. Portland's supposed to be slippery.
Yeah, it's going to start probably around 7 o'clock tonight.
It's nice outside now, but
not too bad.
Be careful if you're driving.
But it's typical for this time of year. We're converting into spring, hopefully, and
right. We're going to be in the 60s sometime this week. Is that what I saw?
Tuesday is supposed to be 60 degrees.
It'll be the warmest we've been so far this year.
All right, so
we didn't have any things going on this last weekend for a change. That was different.
Yeah, no tournaments this last weekend, but
we do have what
still very busy because we working with hotel rooms for our showdown series.
That was fun.
Players. Yeah, that was exciting.
That was another Mercury hiccup, if you ask me.
I believe so. Yeah, because they lost our room block at Westgate, and then said we had to get room blocks at the Strat.
We thought all our players were going to have to go to the Strat, which isn't a bad deal. I mean, it's all set up for them, but we crossed our T's and dotted our I's and thought we were all good in Westgate, and then I was in a panic, and it was just about 24 hours of okay, what are we going to do?
And then they came back and said, no, we found your room block. You're all set.
You were right here all along.
Right.
Thank you.
All of our showdown series winners, from this league year are all have rooms at the Westgate. So you're
and all
welcome.
The adjustments that they wanted, they got.
You are welcome for your league operators being on top of that for you.
There was another hotel too that they do like the Flamingo and the Strat. Okay, so it's just the Strat.
It was just a Strat this year.
I think all of our main players, main APA also will be all at Westgate.
Yeah.
So we're very, very excited. It's just easy. You're in the location, your hotel room's there. If your team has a couple of hours off, you could just go hang out in your room. You don't have to really hang out, although nobody hangs out in their room. Yeah. They're shopping or looking at the vendors or watching other players or joining the minis. There's a lot to do. But I just think it's better to be in the hotel. I mean, you're still walking. You get your 10,000 steps just being in the hotel. There's a lot of walking going on.
Yeah, depending on where your room is at the Westgate, it could be a half a mile to 3/4 of a mile just going from your hotel room to the tournament room.
To the tournament room. It's on the far side. So that's always fun.
But you learn to navigate, and you learn how to get things where quickly and whatnot. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. So we're excited and we're happy that all settled itself out and we're a go. And then we have our players tournament up in Matthias coming up on the 21st.
Yes. Yeah. Our Triple Play Players Appreciation Tournament. If you have not signed up for that yet, please do so.
They have 4 7-foot diamonds that we playing on. We've got sticks to raffle and my favorite blanket we're going to be raffling off and a couple of other trinkets.
Yep.
So we're excited. We hope people want to go travel and see how they play up in Machias, where the deer will meet you in the parking lot.
Right.
I mean, the last time I was there, we were chatting with Drew, and he's like right behind you, and I turned around, and literally 6 to 8 feet behind me was a doe going, "You got anything for me?" So I was like, "Well, hello there, hi doe."
Yep. So that's going to be exciting. Let's see.
Yeah, so I guess that's all the good news.
Right.
I mean, we are updating our bylaws. That's happening.
Yeah, that's good news.
So start summer session. There's a few changes we're making, and it's mainly around the bonus points. So when bonus points were created, we were on paper, and you used to have to mail in your score sheet. You used to have to mail in cash in the envelope. And so they needed 2 days for it to get there. And now we're all electronic. And I know the paper score sheets, they've kept it going where you get the 2 days, but everybody emails those to me. So we have updated our bylaws to having a 24-hour grace period. To earn your bonus points, you submit your score sheet and you pay for your match. If you have partial matches and you haven't finished it and you're going to go and do makeup matches later, as long as you pay for your match, you're getting your bonus points. Once you start that match, you have to pay for it within 24 hours, even if you have 3 matches to make up for it. So bonus points are extra credit. They're earned. You earn your team points by how you guys play, but these are bonus points. And so 24 hours to make payment, submit your score sheets. I'm not going to be reminding people. I have to make a lot of phone calls and a lot of texts every week so that people can earn their bonus points. And I'm not going to do that anymore. So starting summer session, I'm not doing reminders anymore, especially for those repeat offenders. If you've never heard from me before, I'm probably going to remind you. I'm not going to people make mistakes. Also, I do ask for people to resend their score sheets because they get lost in cyberspace. I literally open my email, I take my score sheets, and I put them into the computer so that I have files, and then I file them in my email. So I never delete them. And I have all of them that have ever been sent to me. And if I'm asking you to send it or resend it, it's because I actually don't have it. I've looked in my trash and I've looked in my other files, and I just didn't get it. So I understand that happens. If you've ever lost bonus points and you're like, I sent you an email and I didn't receive it, hey, we'll fix it. You send me that email, I get it, we'll correct it. I'm not out to get anybody, but we really need to get on top of it. And this week's been crazy with that full moon.
Full moon,
But
Mercury.
I did want to let everybody know that those bylaws. Is there anything else in the bylaws that we've really changed?
There's going to be a couple of changes coming in, with the bylaws. One is the 24-hour grace period, for earning your bonus points, with the score sheets, electronic scores. So your paper score sheets, there's 2 tiers. Like you get, for say 8-ball doubles, you get 1 bonus point for sending in your score sheet on time. That's how you get 1 bonus point. And then the other 2 bonus points are for paying for your match on time. So that's how you earn your bonus points for those. Our electronic score sheets, all of your bonus points are going to depend on payment. Will have nothing to do with your score sheet. So all bonus points are going to be dependent on you paying your match on time.
And on time is within 24 hours of the start of the match. If you start your match at 6, by 6 the next day, it needs to be paid for.
Yeah.
That's the 1 day grace period.
And if you need more time, you need to contact the office.
You contact us. You're
make
good.
Arrangements.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Like, hey, man, this is what's going on, and this is when I can get to you. I will make a note of it, and as long as you follow through with what you said you were going to do, no problem.
Right.
You've earned your bonus points because you called me.
Yep.
That just makes sense. We all want to be on the same page, and I'm trying to investigate where are these score sheets, where are these payments, and who's who. So I look at numbers, and I have to look up who's the captain. So I don't have you guys all memorized. I wish I did. Some of you I do.
So anyway.
So those bylaws start summer session.
Yeah. So what is not going to be acceptable is if we have to send you a message like a couple of days ahead and say, hey, we haven't received payment from you, and then you say, oh well, I blah blah blah, this was happening and this was happening, but you didn't call the office and let us know that. So we need to know when you need more time, and we need to know that before the due time for your payment. All right, not after it's due. No.
And hopefully you figured out what the payment plan is when you're playing your match. So you can get a hold of me before the end of your match and say, hey, I'm not going to get to the bank tomorrow.
Right.
And I'm not going to expect you to, overdraw your account or anything. I'm a reasonable person.
Right. We just need to know.
Yeah, we understand. But it's just communication. And
because believe me, we been there, done that. We're still been there, done that.
Yeah.
So just let us know if you need more time to send payment. We're very lenient with that as long as we know what's going on. We just need to be informed.
And if you have to reschedule your match, we really appreciate you letting us know, because I'll look for score sheets that haven't been played yet, especially on the doubles matches. I'm like, how come I didn't get a score sheet from either one of these teams? Sometimes they played the match and they just haven't sent me score sheets, and I'm assuming it's a makeup match. So I just am hoping that we can communicate well between us and get all on top of that. And if you have any questions, let us know. We also have other changes come summer.
So the other change is, we had to announce a price increase for weekly team fees because we've been going over the budget, and Kimberly and I, we tried to keep, from having to do this. We technically should have done it last year, but we were pretty skeptical about, being able to.
It was really
everything.
All the price increase that took us over.
Right. Our trophies and patches, went up in price.
And keep going up
in
price.
Keep going up in price.
Travel assistance.
Travel assistance is, getting a little bit more expensive.
We've done well with our players fund. Our players appreciation tournaments and, getting those giveaways and things like that. And those would suffer the first and foremost, and we'd like to continue to do that. And, just really want to have all of our APA players having a great experience and having opportunities to do many things. It's not all just about traveling to Vegas. There's so many things we want to do locally, and people have been giving us a lot of great feedback on the changes we've made. But we couldn't anticipate all of the printing needs going up, all of the patch needs going up, all of the trophies going up, all of the fun little trinkets and things. So after really examining everything, it was clear that $1 a person is what we're going up. It's in my eyes, very affordable. And if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of us. We posted this on our Facebook, and you sent an email.
Yeah, sent an email to all the captains.
People should be aware.
Yep. I've only heard back from a couple of captains, and
we got one sad face on our internet.
Yeah, but they they understand the price increase, and they were good with it. They just want their patches on time, and so I just informed them that their division reps are responsible for that. So give them a hard time.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten your patches, ask your division reps, and if you don't have a division rep, ask us.
Right.
So we'll get you your patches. If we're behind in any way, you let us know. I think this guy was even saying last year's patches, so that's
last session.
Session. I mean, what that was last year.
Well, we were transitioning between division reps at that point for that division anyway.
Yeah, we'll catch up.
Yeah,
sorry about that, Troy.
So that's another change. They mentioned something about our ghost player rule.
Oh yeah, you were going to talk to our consultant.
Yeah, which I'll find out more on that. In a couple of weeks.
I don't know when they print these so that you guys can all read them, but they're just revising them now, so we're just letting you know. But once they're available, you guys can read every word of them.
Yeah. And
you can ask us questions on our bylaws. And that really just tells the local areas what we do for our players as this league.
Yep.
And our expectations and whatnot. So.
Yeah, and we're hoping to continue to grow, get more teams. We're pushing for 8-ball and Machias on Wednesday nights, full 8-ball teams.
Well, that
They
seems to
are,
be a lot of interest.
yeah, they're going back and forth about that right now, trying to figure things out.
Right for you guys.
Right, because we do have a waiting list to get on into the 8-ball doubles division up there, and so we're hoping that we can take that waiting list and just turn them into full 8-ball.
And then you go right on to apps. Those full teams, they're on the app. That's easy scorekeeping. Because me and the Machias crowd, we have a lot of score sheets.
Yeah. So another change to our bylaws is our 5-team divisions are going to be in the same playoff format as 4-team divisions. Now they would not let me or let us keep the change that we.
He tried to fight for it.
I tried.
It was kind of funny.
I did.
They're like, just get a 6-team.
Right.
That was their answer.
Yeah.
So they're not going to change it.
Yeah. And so the new playoff format starting this summer is, for a little 5-team division, is first place team is going to play a wild card team, and the winner of that playoff match is going to go on to our triannual. So first place team no longer has a free ride to our triannual. They will have to play the wild card team, and then whatever team wins
goes.
is going to go to our triannual.
But you get that 6th one, you get a direct.
Yeah, if you get a 6th team in there,
pass go. Don't pay $200. You just get to the triannual.
Yeah.
And call us if you have any questions about that.
Right.
Lots of conversations.
Yeah.
And I don't
know. So
it's a good planning period, that Mercury and retrograding.
So I think that, so bonus points for bye weeks, back to bonus points. So if your team has a bye, and because all of our bonus points are,
for things that you do
around towards, things you earn, like sending in a score sheet
and paying for your
match on time, because both of those things do not happen for a bye. Your team will not receive bonus points for that bye.
You'll get bye points.
Yeah, what we did is we made a small adjustment to the bye points, so you don't quite get as many points as you would with those bonus points, but you don't get the bait like the lowest amount of points for that bye.
So what is the?
I believe you get 8 points for 8-ball. For a bye, which before you used to get 7 and 3, so it's 10. So now you get 8 points for the bye. I believe for 9-ball it's 60 points for the bye
instead of 80.
Well, it used to be 50 and 20.
70.
50 and 20. So yeah, so
okay.
Yeah. So now it's dropping down.
Yeah, it was 70.
Yeah, so it's just 60 points, straight across for 9-ball. 8-ball doubles, I believe, is 7 points for 8-ball doubles. 9-ball doubles is 40 points, I believe. I have to double check
and like I said, it's going to be in our bylaws when they print them. It's all going to be in black and white for everybody to read. We're just letting you guys know because this is what little changes we are making, or refining the explanations.
Yep. So I think that was it for our bylaw changes.
And our price increase.
Yeah, our price increase.
And there was a full moon on it was very interesting this week because there's a lot of outstanding score sheets, and because of the snow day, there's outstanding matches, and we're in the last 4 weeks. And then I don't know what it was this week, you guys. You kept putting the wrong player number with the wrong name. And so that was a lot of fun. And it was about 4 or 5 matches of just the wrong number for the wrong player. So double check that you're putting the right numbers in. They're very important. To earn the bonus points on score sheets that are handwritten, if you have 3 blanks that aren't filled out, whether it's the count of the innings or player number or the amount of points somebody won, if there's 3 blank ones, there's no bonus points for that score sheet. It has to be complete. And I'm counting on, especially 9-ball doubles, those numbers to be accurate, because I don't have the other side of the score sheet in front of me to know who played who, what teams played, and where you played. So I only have the front when I'm putting these into the computer. And so they have to be accurate. And if they're not, you're going to get in trouble. Sorry to go on my little tangent, but yeah, it was a full moon this week. It's probably because I'm trying to get everything I can get done before leaving. So we did have a rules.
Yeah, we did have
a rule recommendation discussion, which I think was a really good one.
Yeah, I think it's a good topic, especially when you have new teams and new players coming in and out of the league and whatnot. So it came up during a match that somebody was instructing their player on where to break from, how to break, or where
to aim on the rack, or just having a conversation about the break in general.
So, and the other team wanted that to be a timeout. Well, it's technically it's not a timeout. So the rack has not been struck. And that
game is not underway.
Has not started. Therefore, no timeout is called. And so, just giving your player pointers on how to break, or how to hold their stick while they're breaking, or whatnot, is not a timeout. Now, I will suggest to when you're doing that, try to keep that under a minute. 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Something like that. Just try not to slow down the match time. Is what's that?
And we all know it takes a while to learn how to break, and so some of our beginner players might take them some pointers to even be able to hit 4 balls to a rail. And so I think you can't knock somebody for trying to learn how to break. And I think it's we're amateurs and we do help each other. We're players and we're teachers. We're constantly saying, hey, you're hitting too hard. Hey, you should have your arms straight like this. Or, we teach each other how to play pool all the time. So please have some grace that we're an amateur league and you can talk about breaking before the break.
Yes. Does not count as a timeout.
It's not a timeout. Rule questions are not a timeout. And timeouts are to help the players to move things along, because we all get stuck in our heads. And
timeouts are not an opportunity to
teach.
Yeah, you're not analyzing the whole rack or the whole table. A timeout is to help them with the shot that they're on, not 3 shots ahead. All right.
And not even to discuss it a whole lot. Like, if they don't have an idea, you give them an option and you say, this is where you go. This is what you aim. It's not time to teach them English, massays, time. You can say medium speed. You can say right side of the ball, but you have to guide the player how to make the shot. And then after the game, you can go teach them what you told them to do. And you can explain why it worked or why it didn't work. And that really helps them learn. But in a timeout, they're trying hard. They're not going to learn it. It's not going to sink for the next time. But you spend 2 minutes with them after the game and you explain that to them. They come back and they go, man, I still know what to do.
Yep. A perfect example of a good timeout when you're especially playing 9-ball or even 8-ball, when you have to kick at a ball, and you're giving, a timeout to a skill level 2 or a 3. All right. Take a piece of chalk, put it on the rail,
where the aiming spot,
part of the rail. Yeah. And be like, aim for that piece of chalk, a little bit of top English, medium speed, walk away. And they know, all right, I aim for the piece of chalk, a little bit of top English, medium speed, and that's all the information you need to give them. All right. You don't
as long as they have something to aim with. They still have to execute it.
You don't need to be, all right, aim for this piece of chalk, a little bit of top English. Hopefully you'll hit your ball, and then the cue ball will go down there and blow and give you a shot on this one. You don't need that last part. They really don't need to know. They just need to know that they're kicking at that to hit this ball over here. That's it. And it takes a 1-minute explanation timeout of trying to explain all that, and turns it into like 10-15 seconds, because then you just, all right, aim for the piece of chalk, a little bit of top English.
And you are allowed to do this in higher level competitions, including Vegas.
Yep.
So this is not something we're just allowing to happen. We're just letting you
It's
know
in the rule book.
you can do this.
Yeah.
And it's helpful, especially because we're an amateur league and we like to encourage our players to do better. And a lot of us don't see the kick. And so if a coach can help them see the kick and they have a good shot of at least kicking the ball, making a fair shot, but they might even make the ball, which is always fun.
Yeah.
So that's our goal. Let's have fun.
Right. Yeah. So
I don't know that we had any other rule questions.
No, I don't think so. But anyway, read your rule book. If you have any questions about any rules, look it up on rules.poolplayers.com or wherever you freaking find the rules online. I always like having a book with me.
Yeah,
so I can just
he
read
knows
it.
where to find it. And they're updating that. So they're going to be publishing the most recent official team manual. I think they said that's coming out this June.
Yes.
And so
they're including stuff in there, some verbiage for double jeopardy divisions. We do not have double jeopardy divisions. And if you have any questions about those, they play both 8-ball and 9-ball on the same night. So it's
very easy for places with pool halls.
Right.
If you have 8 tables, 10 tables, 15 tables, the double jeopardy is really easy to do. A little harder for our circumstances, but not impossible.
Yeah.
So anyway, we probably should hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do. We have a busy weekend ahead of us.
Covered all of these notes, guys.
Right. Covered all our notes. We hope you all have a great weekend. Best of luck to all our players.
Say hi to us there in the regionals. I'll probably pop in, but I don't know that I'm going to be hanging out.
If she can find a parking spot.
Oh.
Yeah, I tell my players.
Might take an Uber.
Yeah, I tell players if you are not spending the night in Portland, or even when you are spending the night, if you are expecting to get a parking spot, you need to get there by 7:15, 7:30 at the latest.
There used to be more parking, but they've limited it, and now with the limitations, it's hard.
Yeah, doors open at 8, and like I said, there's going to be over 100 players, and so the parking lot is going to be busy. They do have overflow parking in the back of the building next door, but that's quite a ways away. And but anyway, it's going to be a good weekend, busy weekend. Looking forward to it.
And we'll be back here next Friday.
Yeah, then I get to do it again next weekend.
We're getting closer to the end of the session. Next week, we'll probably talk more about that.
Yeah, we should have touched on that a little bit today, but we'll get on that.
The next session, summer session, starts April 6th, the week of April 6th.
Yep.
And we have, incentives for new captains, bringing on new players. So we're hoping to post the stick giveaway, the Q stick APA sponsored Q in case.
Yeah, once we finalize the details on that.
And
the other thing I want to point out is we are in the last 4 weeks of our session, so there are no more makeup matches unless it's weather related.
What's the last 2 weeks?
If you have any partial matches that you have not been played, and if it wasn't due to weather, then those partial matches, those individual matches.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on where Masters sits, so I've got to catch up on that. I'm a little confused on that one.
Yeah. They bounce back and forth. But anyway, ghost players are still allowed to be used up to the last 2 weeks of play. I think.
And remember, the ghost needs to be the last match.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I interrupted him. But this week we had ghosts playing the 3rd and 4th match. They need to be the last match of the whole night. Sorry, ghost players. Last 2 weeks.
No, that's fine.
Well, I forgot because I didn't call the player.
Right. But anyway, so I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm sure. I'll save it for next week.
Or it was just about.
Or you can blow up Kimberly's phone tomorrow, with all your questions.
Did you hear all those dings while we were doing the show?
Yeah. It's just my group's just talking about getting 8-ball started in Machias.
Oh, shout out to Machias. Ding, 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 ding.
Right. We're rooting for you. We really are.
Oh, come on. Let's get off those paper score sheets.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, everybody. Have fun.
Meet people.
And play pool. We'll see you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
moved everything.
That's what you said last week.